Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day today. Today I got a video. I'm in my Udes 03, and I'm on the steps map, and I'm platoon with Falabala, and one of my clan mates, and I managed to pull off a decent game, and I just wanted to show it off. So I've been grinding down this Swedish TD line, and I've been having a lot of fun. And man, when I hit the tier 8 tank, man, this Udes 03, this thing is awesome. And I'm having to relearn how to play TDs a little bit because you have to play it a little bit differently. But man, when it's on, it's on. And this is one of those games where just everything worked out, and it was a lot of fun. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Let's get to it. Thanks for watching. Good old steps map, man. I love this map. In this game, we spawned over on the south side. And I'm typically, in my TD, I'll usually go support the heavies over on the one line. There's a spot up there where you can set up a snipe band, but without a turret, man, it makes it really hard to fight from that side. And since I don't have any armor, that's just no bueno for me in the Udes 03. I'm gonna go over and support the 0 line. Typically your heavies will go over to the 1 line, and some of your mediums or even your TDs will go over there and fight, and then your mediums and your TDs will go over and fight. Sometimes some heavies over on the 0 line, and then your light tanks will run around in the middle like a bunch of retards and do what light tanks do. And that's pretty much how you're going to see this play out. So I'm in the Udes 03, and man, this tank is awesome, y'all. I really enjoyed playing it. The grind was pretty brutal. The tier 6 was pretty good. I'm not really a fan of the tier 7, although some people say the tier 7 is great. It just wasn't for me. I just didn't really care for it. But this Udes 03, when it's fully upgraded, is phenomenal in my humble opinion. Like I said, I'm usually a turreted TD player, and I set up with a Progetto, and man, this gun, it just hits, it connects, and it does damage, and it does it pretty consistently, and I love that. Now I have vents, gun rammer, and optics on here, the binocs on this tank. I don't have a camo net, so I got to really be careful to utilize the bush mechanics as best as I can to stay hidden. But this tank has got great camo value. Just out of the box, it's just great. Now my crew has Brothers in Arms, camo train, and there's the 12T. He thinks he's hiding. Brothers in Arms, camo, and then they're working on a couple other crew skills. And there's the AMBD 178 Bravo, and he's my first kill, which is beautiful. Anytime you kill a wheelie, that's just a great day. But again, like I said, he's my first kill. And then the Progetto's sneaking out. There's a Thunderbolt, and I managed to get a good hit on him. It's like I almost did 400 in damage on him. And then my two teammates, Falabala, my clanmate, is sitting beside me, and then the guy in the SU 100, which is another good little Russian TD, manages to take him out. And there's the Progetto, and just boom, I snapshot at him, and he's dead. And he's my second kill. So the Progetto 46, arguably one of the best medium tanks in the game, is now back to the barn, and I managed to get a good shot on the Renegade. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get the follow-up shot because I can't get reloaded quick enough. And then now, like I said, it's just this tank, man. The tier 7, I don't know. The gun just wasn't enough for its tier, it seemed. And unfortunately, you start this tank grind off with the main gun that you had in the tier 7, and then here's the 12Ts crossing out in the open, and then I managed to get kill him, and he spots me, and their Firefly manages to give me some pain, so I got to get back up and go dark a little bit before I come back out. But unfortunately, Fog gets taken out, and that's unfortunate. But there's the managed to get a good cracking shot on the Renegade. He pulled out in the open, and I will say that the guy in the Renegade is playing a pretty aggressive, good game. And but yeah, man, like I said, this 12T, man, just to be able to, the way it can raise its rear end and then raise its gun, it just gives you different angles that is not available in some of the other tanks. It's just, and there comes their Firefly, and I managed to hit the rocks like a Muppet. That was just a poor shot. Just a really bad shot. That was all me. That had nothing to do with the tank. And there he is again. And there was now Granted, there was 2 fireflies, and I managed to track him, and our teammates take him out. And so, you know, looking over, I managed to glance over on the left side of the map down the one line, and you know, it looks like our heavies are doing pretty good over there with the 12T, and you know, we're obviously ahead, and the Renegade's poking and poking, and I just can't get a good shot, and he's still shooting up here. He knows there's a TD still up here, but he can't see me. You know, the SU 100, you know, and the MFA have been taken out, and there's their 1:30 p.m. He finally gets spotted, and I managed to smash him in the face, but unfortunately he goes dark. I know there's another TD hiding back there. That's why I've been real careful not to expose myself. When I hit the Tiger One's Copla, and I see him coming, and that's when I realized, man, it's time for me to go, because this tank's only got like 20 millimeters of armor on any side, so it's a glass cannon. It can't take a hit, so you gotta use its speed to try to relocate and get away, you know. And the hard part for me has been to know when to do that. You know, I usually wait. I don't do it early enough, and I usually get, you know, taken out. So I'm trying to learn that mechanic. You know, like, okay, you back up and you go hide, and you make yourself a hard target, and you use your tank's strength, and that's the gun and its camouflage, to just, you know, make everybody's life miserable, at least anybody that's coming for you. So, you know, I'm sitting here, and at first I was thinking they were going to crest the hill or maybe come around. I'd get a shot at least on the Tiger, but then I realized, looking at the mini map, that, you know, they have fallen back to, you know, fight their base, and so that's when I decided it's time for me to move back into my previous position and go back to sniping. Now you can see that the Scorpion's been finally lit up, and he was hiding back there. Well, I don't know if he's been back on that spot the whole game, but I knew there was another TD back there. The TDs usually sit, you know, by that rock in the little river, or they sit up on that little hill. And sure enough, and the only other thing, one of the bad things about the Udes 03, it's really slow in this mode, and, you know, in that special mode. It doesn't have a whole lot of mobility. You know, the tier 8 STRV, you know, moves pretty good, and the tier 9 moves really well too. But the tier 8 Udes is awful slow, and I hit the dirt, and I know the next version of this game that's coming out is supposed to be it'll show you what's dirt, what you can and can't shoot through. But I do manage to take out the Scorpion, and he was my 4th kill, and somebody finally manages to take out the Renegade. So now all that's left is the Tiger, and there he is right there climbing the hill. He's like, well, I figured he'd take out me, but nope, that's not going to happen. So this is a pretty good game for me. I did 4103 in damage. First class mastery badge. Looks like I got, you know, bruiser. Fighter for make from 5 kills, fire for effect, and I bounced like 55 whatever, and did like 300 assist damage and such. But we won. You know, it was, like I said, it was a good game for me. So, and I made some credits. So this is really fun tank to play. If you haven't gone down a Swedish line and you're into TDs, I highly recommend you give this a chance. You know, give it a shot. So I had a game with Prozac. He's in his ELC bits. We're on the Abbey map. And this is one of those things that the enemy ELC. I spotted him, and I'm gonna go smash this dude. I'm gonna run right over the top of him and squash him, and I managed to do just that. If Pros was going by me, he's like, he's like, you still, you know, you kill stealer. And there's another angle of that same thing. So anyway, I thought I'd show it off because it was a lot of fun, and that cracked me up. I mean, it doesn't happen very often. But anyway, hey, y'all, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If it's your first time here, I hope you like what you see. And if you do, please consider subscribing. And if the video wasn't complete garbage, please consider giving a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment. Anyway, thank you so much. And I hope that y'all have a great day. Y'all take care. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.